Yo, yo, yo.
Learn about crypto.
Oh!
As you learn with
Cameron! Cameron, I caved, buddy. I did it. I did it, man. I started. There's no going back. How many cards are you at? I need to catch up. R2G Baker, what's up, guys? Hey, no slander. No Sunderland slander in chat today, alright? I don't want to hear it. Alright? You know what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And if you're Sunderland, sometimes you lose a little more often. But it's okay. We'll be good. We'll still make playoffs. We're not finishing top of the table anyways, so. How you guys doing today? Sunderland are a club that should be in the Prem. Hey, bro, give them time. Give them time, man. $66 minute. Dude, did you watch the Chelsea game today? My goodness. What was going on? 7th place incoming? Nah, we'll finish 4th in league. We're right where we're gonna finish. All right, let's start the web app so we can start doing some investments. We'll go back and forth. We'll do bronze pack on console, and then we'll do sniping and bidding on here. Seven 0 and a Mount hat trick. Yeah, dude, he almost didn't get the hat trick. That was a close one. Had to clutch it up at the end. I'm balling in my player career for that Indian club. Wait, you made a player career for the Indian club? Yo, we need more people to do that. Everyone starts making careers playing for your team. Me playing for Mumbo City. What am I investing in? We are investing in Libs. Libertadores. All right, we'll do groups like maybe 25. I don't want to get bid banned. New Politano looks great. I'll have to look at him. Best trading method at the moment. Ooh, I would say the silver goalkeeper thing has been doing amazing. I would say that, or honestly, common gold flipping. All right, let me check out the Politano card because I've not seen it yet. Oh my goodness. For an 84, look at those stats. Jeez. Alright, we're definitely doing that card. 6 days? Absolutely. Super sub, 100%. Last message. I went to the Coventry game today, and the ref was so bad, and the Derby fans had the arrogance to tear down our Jimmy Hill flags. I don't know what that means. Is Bernardo Silva worth it? If you have a Prem team, and he upgrades your team, I would say it's worth it, yeah. I would say wait for a repeatable SBC, though. I wouldn't just put coins into it right now. Politano's cracked. Who to buy with 400k? As an investment or to play with? I do not, Cameron. I do not. No. No disrespect. I just don't know who it is. Yo, how are you guys doing today? We're going to be doing a bunch of BPM and investing today. So we're going to go back and forth. We're going to be investing in a lot of lib cards. Investments and to play with. Ooh. What kind of team do you got right now? 200k investment tips? With 200k, I would say fill your club with silver commons. What else can you do? Gold common fill as well. For repeatable SBCs, you saw what prices they got to. You can pick up a lot of positions right now. Cam, center backs, 300, 350 coins. You get something like last week when it was, what, 2 center back, 2 cam spots and 2 strikers. And the prices went insane. Like every cam was, I think, 1,000 plus for commons. Things like that. I'd go through and make sure you're covered in those areas. Bigger investments, though, I'm not sure, man. Any gold rare, I really don't trust on the market right now. Special card investment? Yep, that's what we're doing. We're doing special card investment with Sud and Lib. Mainly Lib, but you can do it with Sub, too. My brother was at the game and you saw a Coventry fan punch a Derby fan. That's crazy. Who ended up winning, or what was the score? It was a draw. Rip. I have 11k. Who should I invest in? Chat, what do you say with 11k? What would be the best thing? Short term or what? Honestly, silver commons seems like the way to go. That amount of coins. Is BPM worth it? Absolutely, yes. Best time to do it is typically when you have a daily SBC that makes bronzes go up. But even not, if you list contracts and if you list other stuff, you can be making some crazy coins on it. First pack we opened today, we got the France manager for 5k. So there's still a lot of profit in them, but a lot of the time it can be break even. Or you have to relist things, which is what it is. We're going to be doing that for the next couple days because we're heavily investing for the lib grind. Cameron, I was doing calculations on this too, brother. It seems crazy how many coins we can make off of this. And I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near being able to use all my coins on investments. It just doesn't seem possible. But even if we use like 500k, like realistically, if we got down to like 1.2 mil on that 500k, if we 10 times it, what's that, 10 mil? Or not, wait, I'm an idiot. if it's 500K we're putting in, you 10 times it, that's 5 mil, right? Am I investing in any overalls? If you're trying to flip right now while investing, you can do it with silvers. You can do both at the same time. I'm just doing positions that I know are going to be used quite a bit in SBC solutions, which are defenders, strikers. Those are the main two. Typically, center backs and strikers are your go-tos. Then for chem reasons, you want good nationalities, so Argentina ones. And then like little hybrid mixes, like good cams. This can be really important depending on the formation. Like if you have a 3-5-2, 3 center backs, cam. What else would be in there? 2 strikers, things like that. If you look at Footbin at past SBCs we've had with Lib, you can kind of get an idea of what to expect. Hey, bro, I had a brain fart there for a second, all right? Chill. All right, we got to bid slow because I don't want to get bid banned. Otherwise, this is going to be a long stream. So you'll see us place like 25 bids. Then we'll go back to console. Open a couple bronze packs. Go back and forth. Have you found, Cameron, how many bids it takes to typically get bid banned? Or is it a speed to it? What's up, GC? Yo, if you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to smack the like button, dudes. We'll be live for a while today. All right, we'll get to at least 1,000 before the end of the stream. Then I'll try to get another 1,000 tonight. We'll try to be at 2K, and then realistically, just go as far as we can. It's speed base. How much time have you been typically doing in between bids then? Then Sud proceed to not go up and don't even sell for 200. I mean, a lot of lib cards aren't going up right now. Dude, EA tax is going to be insane. Okay, realistically, again, if we did 500K worth of players, what is 500,000 divided by 150? What type of libs to invest in? Honestly, any of them. I bet on 2 pages, then come to chat, then bid again. And how many cards are you at right now? Last 60 minutes, I bet on half of the time, and I made 30K profit in silver method. Hey, GG. Glad it worked. Yeah, what trading methods are you guys doing right now? Bronze pack method's really the only way I can make coins on console currently, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Because, like, the thing is, if we get Ligas, hypothetically, let's say we get Sud and Lib in the next week. If it happened, we would not have time to invest all our coins, but it'd pay off infinitely. But then, let's say also, too, let's say we don't get it until, like, the first week in November. That gives us so much time to actually do this, that where if we were able to get most of our coins in, we're going to be balling, dudes. I'm talking over 10 million. I do this trading method called winning games. GC, can you explain that to me, bud? I don't think I've ever done that before. Belfast with you? Maybe me and my fiance fly to the USA next year? You're in Belfast. Where's everyone from? I'm obviously in the good old USA. Oh, there we go. Look at this pack, dudes. We have... Holy God, this is going to be mad profit. All right. Okay. First of all, French manager. Instant 5K. You don't even need to think about it. So there's coins on that. Then we got a Prem player. Realistically, we could hold this until the League SBCs come out and he'd be worth 1,000,000 coins. More than he can be right now. But we'll do 500 for him. Spanish center back. Easy money. Then we got this Australian. We'll store him later. Because we can get more than 200 later for him. When prices increase. Serbia. Dublin, Finland. Vilnius. Currently in Planga. Did I pronounce that correct? Probably not. Do you know when League SBCs come out? We're hoping they come out next week. I'm predicting Tuesday, hopefully. However, if it doesn't happen, most likely at the beginning of November. We looked up when the Sudden Lib came out last year, and it looked like November 8th might have been the day it came out last year. For those of you wondering. Not at all? Alright, listen. I'm just not going to pronounce anything in chat anymore. I'm just going to read comments in my head. And then respond to them out loud. Maybe that's a new wave. What do you say? Sound like a deal? That way you guys don't have to make fun of me and I can not feel like an idiot. What's wrong with the web app? Oh, there we go. This guy said Derby. It's Darby. Listen. I can pronounce it however I want. What are you going to do about it, huh? All right. Another 2 pages. Oh, who's doing it? Who's doing it? Is that you, Cameron? I will call you Sid. How do you not get about 1,000,000 duplicates? Oh, we will. We're gonna get tons of cards that are duplicate. We have at least 700 duplicates right now. But we have unlimited transfer target space, so we'll be Gucci. I can snipe on PC, but I will not be able to snipe on console or bid on console for most likely the next week or two. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make short term for the sheer amount of coins we'll probably get. I'm 58th in the world for club value on Xbox One. Attaboy. Dude, it felt so good being top 100, and then I realized if I wanted to make any of the coins off my investments, I had to sell it. So then I was selling it, making bank, and then obviously you get addicted to the placement, so then I didn't want to sell anything. And then I got off the leaderboard because I started selling. I'm like, all right, you know what? Screw it. Let's just sell the whole club. What are we doing with the lib cards? We're winning them for 150. And then we're holding until the League SBC comes out. According to my calculations, most cards in the striker, cam, center mid, CDM, and center back positions, a lot of them went for about 2,000 coins last year. So if you do the math on that, you're looking at potentially some insane profit. Blade, what's up, buddy? When do they come out? Hopefully within the next week, but by the latest, probably the first week in November. Yeah, this is going to be hard to do right now. There's going to be so many people doing this. All right. Back to console. I bid it on center backs till the 10th minute. Yeah, I'll do a majority of my bidding later. Wait, did they add that Lucas card? Or was it there before and I just didn't see it? Alright, 765 cards. We're getting that to 1,000. Cameron, I'll leave center backs for you, bud, right now. I'll do like strikers, cams, center mids, and CDMs. Then when you go to bed, I'll go heavy on center backs. Feel the exact same, but made 200k plus on Dutch cards, and it was worth it. See, the hard thing for me is, the struggle I have is not doing this method, because I know it's going to make a crazy amount of coins. The issue is, how do I do it and still be able to make content in the next like week or two for YouTube? Because now I've lost all ability to essentially bid on console, snipe on console. I guess I could make videos on methods, show them on console, but then actually do it on web app. So I can still trade and stuff, but we'll have to be creative with how we do it. Yeah, dude, Eredivisie went insane. Yeah, we had League SBCs in the first week of November last year. 7th or 8th it came out. Does everyone have unlimited transfer market space? Transfer targets, yes. I'll link my trading playlist in chat right now. If you guys don't know how to do unlimited transfer target, it works on the web app and companion app. So if you click on that trading playlist, the title of the video should be something along the lines of how to bid on unlimited cards. What can I do with 100k right now to make money? If you looked at our video from today, goalkeeper bidding has been really good for us. Silver goalkeeper flipping, silver center back method. You can do common gold investing / flipping for a repeatable SBC potentially this week. Get a bunch of different positions, trade with them in their positions, kind of like we do with silver center backs, where you mass bid on a bunch, store in the club, and sell duplicates. Kind of do that over and over. Does BPM work? Absolutely, Luca. Made over 100k today. GG. Snail. Imagine that. The 1 week I do BPM is the 1 week we don't have a bronze inform. Or a silver inform with the default bronze. Yo, just joined. Anyone you should invest in? Low end cards, silver commons, libs, lib bronzes, sud bronzes for 150. If you're trying to flip cards right now, lib silvers for 250. Sud silvers for 150. A lot of things like that will be really good. If you're doing a little bit higher end or you don't want to work with silvers, you can do common golds because we'll probably have a repeatable SBC on Monday again. So in the past, we had cams and strikers be a position that you needed. We had center backs be a position, I believe, the other time with goalkeeper. Just kind of do each position and kind of flip cards in those positions. Get a couple from each in your club. It should be a good investment / trading tip. Dude, Isaac's so disappointing. I agree, man. He's a good card, but you have to play him specifically for him. Like the way I used him, I had to force the ball to him or put him in positions where he could be useful. The way I play just doesn't suit him at all. I don't know if you guys had success with them, but like I think the best way to use them, in my opinion, would be get guys down the wing, but whipping crosses to his just jumping body. I sold one card for 7,000 that I bid 150. People went mad today. Jeez. Think I'm gonna just sell him and get Felix? Yeah, Felix is probably a better option. Simon, how many coins do you have, brother? Yeah, no, even, I don't know how to feel about Depay anymore. Depay I really loved at the start when I had him in my team. Benzema's playing out of this world, but Depay, I think he's just lacking the pace that I need from another striker. So I don't know if there's a pacier striker that we could do. I think that'd be useful. Is there any special cards in the second team that are La Liga? Maybe take a look at them. Snipe Barca players for 750, sell for 950 or 1K. There you go. What console are you on, VX? All right, let's get to 800 right now. We need, I think, 37 more cards. I'm debating whether or not we move Fekir to striker. Do you think that'd be a good idea to put Fekir at striker and put put Memphis at cam? Use Fekir's pace up top. Because I feel like we're not truly using Fekir to his fullest potential. Yeah, he's fast as well. Yeah. Because I have him playing behind Benzema right now. I feel like that's just not as beneficial as he would be up top. Yeah. I'll try him up top today. We'll play a game or two. What am I doing? We are investing in lib cards, doing BPM, and then also sniping and doing some trading. So we're doing a bunch of different things today, man. Godly finesse shots? Okay. Cameron, I'm just going to assume. Let's say on average we sell each card for 1,000. Let's use that as our go-to. I know with like center back, strikers, cams, and stuff, it'll probably be more than 1,000. But if we use 1,000 as our marker, how many cards would we need to pick up to make 1,000,000 coins? Because I kind of want to look at it from that aspect. Like, oh, how many millions can we make? I have 580K left to invest, plus so much from contracts. What contracts? Yeah, dude, his finesse shots are out of this world. You think Sud and Lib are going to be the first league SBC like last year? Yep. That's what I'm putting my money on. Silvers from when he did SPM. True. We could probably do that as well. I think we're holding on to a lot of silvers. Dude, my club is just so fully stocked right now. Welcome back, Josh. 1 million divided by 1,000 equals 1,000, right? I guess, yeah. So if we're looking at 1,000 per card. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so we'd be approaching our first million. And then, ooh. Dude, the thing is we're making profit with BPM as well. So any money that I'm putting into cards right now, realistically, what is 800 times 150? Could someone do that math real quick? What is 850 times 150? Because we have, or 800 times 150, my bad. Because we have 800 cards right now. Minimum that are lib bronzes. I want to see how many coins we actually have in these. 120K from just managers on BPM? Dude, so many French managers have been popping up today, brother. It's been crazy. That's 120K? Okay, so we have at least 120K. We've definitely been making coins because we started today at like 1.8 mil, I think. So selling on goalkeepers, bronze spec method. It's all been paying off. Yo, thank you for the sub, whoever just subscribed. Appreciate it. I'm calling 1,500 cards profit of each center backs as well. I would average 1,300 coins profit. Minimum sum cards went for 3K. See, okay, question. When the SBC comes out, are you selling instantly then? Is that how you're doing it? Or how are you approaching this? You have to put EA tax on the math? Yeah. I mean, you can add it later. Like, the thing is, EA tax is going to be huge, obviously, if you're taxing the full amount. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a crazy amount of coins. Like, the amount of cards we've already bid on, we've already made... If we sell, like, let's say at 1,000, already going to be so much profit. Everything after that is just going to be bonus. This is how easy the Barca method is. I got a silver player from Barca for 400 and sold for 1.4K. GG, bud. Made 100K from your Eredivisie sniping method. Is there any other method I should do now? You could if you wanted to. VX just said Barcelona players. If you set up a filter for Barcelona players, I don't know exactly what they're going for right now. Because they're needed for SBC. You could do, honestly, any silvers. You could find a silver method. Top nations. You look like my son. Thank you? I don't know how to answer that. What does your son look like? I'll give 20 minutes to rise, then I list for days. So what I'm thinking is too... I'm not going to do the League SBC right away. I want to sell everything I make. everything I have just to see how much pure profit we'd make. But dude, I'm going to be having to list nonstop. So now I think the silver was the best trading method this year. Florian, the best thing I can say about my silver tip methods is the return on investment on each card is probably the best thing you could do. Realistically, if you had, like, let's say 1 million plus coins, and you could flip icons or you could flip special cards or get a whole bunch of them invested and then sell them at the right time, you could probably make more coins overall. But the sheer amount of profit per card for like silver center back method and just silver bidding in general is unmatched. The only thing that can beat that, in my opinion, is the lib. Bidding 150 on lib rares, and then when the SBC comes out, price is just going crazy. Your son is 6'11". Sadly, I am not that tall. I wish I was. When are League SBCs coming? I'm hoping this last week of October. So I'm saying next week Tuesday is my guess. But worst case scenario, we're probably looking a week into November. Because that's last year when the Lib and Sud came out. But people pointed that we did have COVID and the game was delayed late, I believe. Right? So that might have been moved back. So could potentially be moved forward now. BPMs is so boring. How do you do this? Because I like making profit. I don't know. Chilling, talking to chat, then we're investing in libs and playing games. So it's a good mix. If you do this alone for hours on end, it can be boring, but I don't know. I like it. What investments would you make? I would cover all your bases of card types. I would invest in gold commons for repeatable SBCs within the next week. I would invest in silver commons for marquee matchups on Thursday. I would do BPM. Just for BPM's sake, I would do rare lib bidding, 150 for bronzes, 250 for silvers. I would do sudamericana bidding for 150 on Argentinians. You are 100% right. Last year I had 3,000% profit on West Brom players. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, you could stock up right now, theoretically, if you guys wanted to. You could look at the players in the Prem, the teams in the Prem that have a lot of silvers, invest in them now or go crazy on them, and you just have to wait until the SBC comes out. If that's something you're willing to do, you're going to make huge profit. No one's denying that. It's just, is it worth it to go unlimited and have to trade differently in terms of your transfer targets? Or if you pull them off and you have cards in the way and you can't open packs, is it worth not opening packs till then? That's why we do the transfer target glitch where you can get unlimited cards on it, so you can still open packs and stuff, but it does make trading a little bit annoying. Last message. What was your last message? You don't even understand how many investments I'll get after silver center acts, silver main nations, off leagues, bronze rares, consumables. Dude, I was just doing the math too. So you know how we were planning, Cameron, for Black Friday? And we were trying to come up with like totals for Black Friday, realistically, how many coins we could be on for investments for Black Friday. We're literally going to take the profit from the lib, reinvest all that into Black Friday profit in some way, and then a bunch of other profit too. So it's going to get crazy here. I can't wait. The way I'm looking at this too is I'm going to go super hard on libs for the reason of the amount of coins we make on this. We'll just be able to go to packs throughout the year. So we'll get to make more packs. We'll get to open packs here and there. It'll just be more content for the stream, is the way I'm looking at it. I have 9,000 unassigned lib and silver stud cards, so I hope the League SBC comes soon. Are you unassigned or are you unlimited transfer target? Because you're not able to open packs if you're unassigned, right? I can times 10, then times 2 or 3. Because I can't invest all my coins. The thing is, once you have that many coins, what you do at that point really doesn't matter for the most part, unless you're buying like all the expensive players in the game. What you really want to do, instead of doing any trading method, you want to see what would be the best bang for your buck or time commitment. So then the thing I would look at, honestly, I would probably go after libs. I would probably do some sort of common gold bidding for like 300 and hope that just the whole common gold market goes up for a repeatable SBC. If we keep getting them week in, week out for promos, that would be my best bet, because then you could bid a little more on cards, but then get a for sure doubleness. Reinvest into silvers in your club each week, flip for marquee matchups, all that stuff. Informs too. I'm going to keep buying one of every inform. That is super cheap in each team of the week. We're just going to hold those informs until we get a repeatable SBC where an inform's needed. That way, like when the whole inform market just goes up because people are getting craving packs, we can take advantage of that. Your son is 18. He has 180 goals in 300 matches. Jeez. Bro, why don't you do proper trading? Like icons and informs for more profit? I don't know the market to all of those. But define what you mean by like more coins. Like per card, yes. But we're making over, I think in terms of transfer profit, we're making over 1 million coins a week. So I feel like we're doing pretty well in that aspect. Then when all's said and done with this, we're going to have over 10 million liquid coins most likely, if we can get most of our coins out of our club right now. Dude, buy every team of the year card? That'd be crazy. You did the thing where you can sell open packs. Okay, sweet. Should I sell Bruno? I bought 30k. Snipe can sell for 70k. Anytime you snipe a gold card that you can make profit on, I would personally sell. That's my opinion. Up to you, though. You could play a game or two with them, try them out, and then sell them as well. What club does your son play for, Lewis? Those icon traders and inform traders make like 50 million a month. Well, transfer profit, because they don't lose a lot of coins in transfer profit. They only go infinite up because of the coin difference. But yeah, they probably have more liquid coins too. But again, they understand those markets. I really don't. So if I learned those markets, it'd be smart to do it. But I just don't trust myself, honestly, with that high-end stuff. Liver stud cards, you can do both. I'm just looking for total return on investment. And for total return on investment, it makes sense for me to go lib bronzes. Best investments right now, all small on stuff. Lib rare bronzes, stud silvers, Argentinians, silver commons, gold commons, everything, man. All right, are we at 5 mil yet? Almost there. What did gold commons get to the other day with the 75 plus player pick? Does anyone remember? I know Cam's got pretty high. Striker's decently high too. But like, what did every card go to? Was it 600, 650, 700-ish range? Icon trading is rubbish. You invest 1 mil for 50k profit in silvers. If you invest that money, you have 1 mil on top. The thing is, here's the way I look at how I grind FIFA. With the way I do bronze pack method, with the way I do league SBCs, which if you guys are new to the channel, you haven't seen how I do league SBC grinding. I do a lot of active bidding, active trading, a lot of just grinding SBCs in general. That I'm already doing this stuff, it doesn't feel like extra work. This is what I enjoy. For like icons and stuff, people who maybe just like relist cards every hour or win the couple bids and then wait for the prices to go up, they might not see that as much work, or the work for them is to figure out what the prices go for. For me, that just seems like a whole bunch of work because I have to relearn those whole markets. Bidding 150 on common silvers and having them go up over time makes sense to me, so I do it. bidding on League SBC cards, completing League SBCs, makes sense to me, and I do it. And last year, it made me 25 million transfer profit, and we had 10 million liquid coins. This year, we're probably going to have, hopefully, 10 million liquid coins by Black Friday, and even more transfer profit throughout the year. So, I'm personally fine with that for my account. I don't know what your guys' goals are, but I would say, like, understand your goals as well. I don't need to have, like, the most coins in the world to be happy. Like, I'm not going to buy the most expensive icons and play with them. I'm just going to kind of use cards as they come out and try them out. Can you explain the taxes? Yes. So everything has an EA tax on it. So any card you sell, for example, if I were to sell a card for 200 coins, let's say I'd list the center back at 200 coins, you would have to take a 5% EA tax off. So the way it works is if I'd list this for 200, 200 times 0.95 would be your total amount of coins you make on the card. So it'd be a little less than 200, but you'd still make those coins. However, when it comes to transfer profit does not count EA tax. So when you see people trade with icons, they might list an icon for 1 million coins. And what? With 1 million coins, what do you lose in tax? 50,000 coins? You lose 50,000 coins in terms of listing a card for 1 mil. You get 950,000 out of it. But in terms of the EA tax, if you sold that at break even, in terms of profit, but it's sold in terms of, how do I explain it? I feel like I just messed that up. With icon cards, it's easy to sell things higher than you bought it for, but lose coins on it, as in it's not a good pickup because the higher you go, the more a card costs, the more you lose in EA tax. But as long as you're selling in a profit before EA tax, that's what your transfer profit becomes. I probably explained that horribly, but that's why I do low on stuff too. So my transfer target, my transfer profit, holy cow, I cannot speak. My transfer profit really isn't inflated. Our transfer profit is really close to the amount of coins we have. Wait, we have Ferris in chat? Wait, what's going on? Mumbo, you're cheap, bro? I know. It's high risk, high reward? Yes, it's high risk, high reward. And the thing for me is, since I'm streaming every single day too, kind of doing League SBCs, showing you guys how to make coins at a level that everyone can do and not just like probably the top, what would it be, top 1% of FIFA? I don't know what 1 million coins plus would be. But like, I'd rather do methods that everyone can do well at them and have you do well at them and make packs and stuff this way than just trade with like icons with millions of coins. I don't know. Lewis is Ferris. I'm so confused. Mumbo, can I ask you a question? Sure, Lewis. I mean, Mansoor, I already did icon trading and hero trading already this year. We did icon trading for a week. We did hero trading. We're still doing hero trading. And we do inform investing. So we kind of do all of those. We just don't do it all the time. I mean, Ferris, all your accounts are unbanned. So if Ferris is actually in chat right now, just so you know, we unbanned all your accounts. So you can come in on your main one, bro. You're not having to hide. What are the best cards? Best cards to what? To invest in? To bid on? Dude, hero trading is so easy. Essentially, I just look at two players. I look at Dempsey and I look at the goalkeeper, the Mexican goalkeeper. And I wait till both of their prices get under 20K. And then I try to pick the goalkeeper up for like 17 and flip them for like 22 plus. And then Dempsey, I try to pick him up under 20K and flip him for 25K plus. Any players I'm looking at to invest in this week? Mansoor, if you're talking higher end, I'll probably do the hero flips again. I'm not comfortable with the icon market yet just because I don't know a majority of the prices. Plus, we're trying to put a lot of our coins into libs anyways. But with the heroes, again, I'm going to try to pick up the goalkeeper for as close to 17K as we can. You know, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, feel free to smack the like button, dudes. We are 6 likes away from 15 likes, I believe. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to smack the like button. And we are 4 subs away from 7,500 subs. Jeez, I didn't realize we almost hit that. That's crazy. Weren't we just at like 7K the other week? You guys are literally so supportive. Thank you so much. That bad guy. Yo hablo inglés, mi amigo. What is the center back go for, Josh? Is this guy getting price fix? What's going on? How do you know the next matchups in SBC Silvers? I don't. I just know the silver market always typically rises. So if you guys are new to silver trading / investing, I'd recommend you look at my silver trading videos. Kind of goes over the basics of how we do it. But essentially it's we buy the silver cards when they're really low, store them in our club, look for certain positions that we can flip in that moment to make coins. Typically that's silver center backs and goalkeepers. And then once we get daily SBCs or we wait till Thursday for marquee matchups, that's when a bulk of silver commons go way up in price. From 150, 200 coins to like 500 plus, 600 plus, 800 plus, 1,000 plus. And we sell them then. All right, 839. Let's make the push to 900 right now. I want out on Tuesday so I can invest for marquee matchups. You can actually, if you want to invest for marquee matchups, just snipe top nation cards for 200 coins. That's what I'm going to do for marquee matchups. I'm going to throughout the week just snipe center backs and marquee matchup card, not marquee matchups, top nations and center back cards for 200 coins. And then goalkeepers that are 70 plus rated, I'm going to snipe them for 200 coins and just store them in my club. Because it's the same as bidding 150, 200. Really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Bad guy, yo solamente habla inglés, mi amigo. I don't speak Spanish. I do, but un poco, only a little. Best sniping filters, Eredivisie cards. You can look up Eredivisie, see what their silver buy nows are going for, and set up a filter off of that. You can look at Barcelona cards. We've been having people say in chat. I believe they're going for around 1,000 coins. So if you snipe them for less than that, you can flip them for upwards of 1.5, I think. Oh, you're speaking Romanian? Why did I think you were speaking Spanish before? Never mind. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, you're talking to GC. Or wait, what? I'm so confused right now. I'm literally so confused on what's happening. When's the League SBC meant to be out? I'm hoping. So this is my prediction. I'll say it again. My prediction is because last year we had the game come out late due to COVID. Last year we had the first week of November. November 7th or 8th was when Lib and Sud came out. I'm hoping since the game came out at a normal time this year and not a week back, I'm hoping they moved the League SBC up to this week, the Halloween week. So that's my guess. I will assume that we're going to get the Champions League SBC at the beginning of November after the Halloween promo, but I'm hoping we get Lib and Sud before that. So I'm saying Tuesday for Lib and Sud would be my guess. But what we're doing, we're kind of setting ourselves up so we can't fail no matter what. We are investing in libs right now for the hopes that they come out on Tuesday or this week in general. If they don't, it just gives us more time to invest. If they do, we sell our investments. So it's a win-win no matter what. Yo, thank you for the subs, dudes. Appreciate it. How do I mistake that for Spanish? The first couple messages he put, it looked very much like Spanish. Dude, I'm sorry. I don't speak other languages. I don't know. Colin, thank you for the sub, buddy. Is that why you're sniping over bidding? Yeah, I can only snipe now. I can't bid on console or snipe on console. I can only snipe on the web app. I have 100K. What method should I use right now on the web app? Let's see. You could do Eredivisie bidding. Check the buy now and bid on Eredivisie cards. You could get a lot of good flips. I don't speak Romanian either. My chat is just going to become a melting pot of different languages. My chat noticed I just started pronouncing things right in chat, so now they're going all different languages to make me just mess up all the time now. Am I expected to read every message in other languages too? Do I have to Google Translate everyone? You have 4K cards, but 3K coins. Chris, you sound super invested right now. That's awesome. No wonder you're top 100. You speak Polish as well? Some of my best friends, they're twins. I played with them growing up. Their grandparents only speak Polish. They don't speak any English. And I stayed the night at their house. And I had a full conversation with the grandma, speaking to me in Polish the whole time. Didn't know what she was saying. She just talked my direction. I was eating food and just like kind of nodded my head. I was like, oh, nice. Nice. And then the mom would like half translate what she said. And then I'm pretty sure I like got involved in an argument without even knowing it. Like I guess I left like the tiniest amount of food on my plate and the grandma got pissed that I wasn't finishing it. That's how it's like in Italian families, bro. Growing up in an Italian family, you would have to finish your plate. If you did not eat every single thing on your plate, you would always hear there are people starving in the world, and you would have to finish. No excuses. You are recommended only in Eastern Europe. Bro, if I check my analytics, the amount of people from Eastern Europe blows my mind. I love it. I love all the different countries that come in here. Because like when I ask where you guys are from, you get so many different answers. The only group of people I will ever hate on in here, and I promise you, the only group of people I will ever hate on are Man U fans. Everyone else gets a pass. Newcastle, I might poke fun at you, but it's a rivalry, so of course it's gonna happen. But Man U fans, I just gotta make jokes. Gotta give you guys a hard time. I'm not saying anything in your guys' languages that I don't know myself. I don't want to get clipped out of context or... Dre, what's up, buddy? I have so much respect for you, man. Followed you since Black Ops 3. Hey, Dre, appreciate it, man. Yo, what do you watch nowadays, or what do you typically play? Do you still play COD? When someone says the starving excuse, I say, how about you package it and send it to them? Bro, if I would have said... You're telling me... I'm trying to see if that would work. If I went up to my Italian great-grandma, who told me to finish my plate, and I said, why don't you package it up and send it to them? She would slap me so hard, bro. I'd probably pass out. She'd knock me out from the slap. Then I'd be grounded for like a week and a half. Then anytime I'd be around family, I would just have like PTSD 24/7. And I'd probably get no gifts for Christmas. And I wouldn't be allowed to keep the family name. I'm a Man United fan. I feel offended. I'm joking. We love Man U fans. Half my mods are Man U fans. Colin, what should you do to make coins? I'm going to link you my trading playlist. These are all the tips I'd recommend you do. They're all the tips that have made me millions this year, so feel free to use them. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I would recommend Silver Commons, though. I don't have much time for games, but I play Valorant here and there. Hey. I played Valorant for a little bit, realized I was complete trash, and then stopped. It means you were stupid. I have 50k, my team's 40k. You need coins. How many coins do you want to have? And what console are you on? You're on PS4? Alright, sweet. I'll link my trading place again if you didn't see it. I would look at the silver common videos or the silver center back ones if you're trying to flip your coins and make probably the next 100k. Phoenix, same thing to you, buddy. I'd do the silver center back method. Alright, let's see if we are bid banned. Or nah. Hopefully we're not. But you never know. Yeah, no problem. Okay, question for you guys. Italian goes Lithuanian. Okay, I have a question. In terms of nations, outside of your own nation, so like I'm from the United States, besides the United States, what national team do you support? I'm curious. So tell me the country you're from, and then the other national team you support. How long is it going to take? Not too long, I would say. If you're comparing price and looking at what you can double your coins on before you bid, you can do it pretty quickly, I would say. Belgium, Poland. See, I'm German and Italian. I support Italy, but I'm from the United States. If I didn't count those, the country I would support would probably be Brazil. Because of Thiago Silva. Germany, France, Romania, England. Polish heritage. Does Blachikowski still play, or did he retire? Turkey. North Macedonia. Nice. UK, Wales. Attaboy. Does Wales have any up-and-coming stars? I haven't followed Wales not much recently. Should you put all your money into Lib? If you want to invest, and you're okay with holding for a week or two, you can do it. Yeah. I wouldn't say put all your money into it, though, depending on how much you have. I'm from Brazil, England, or Portugal. And anyone that's played against UK or America. Hey, fair enough. Do I speak German? I do not know. My great-grandparents were immigrants from both Germany and Italy. Their parents spoke fluent German and Italian. My great-grandparents were young enough where they didn't understand their languages before they came to the U.S. So they really learned just kind of English, but had a little mix around family, but not super fluent. Then my grandparents didn't really know any Italian or German, and then my parents and then us don't really know either. Too many generations have passed. I wish I could learn languages, though. I wish it came naturally to me, but it just doesn't. Gareth Bale? Well, he's not an up-and-coming talent. He's up and came. He's on his way out. True, Josh. You do have him. You can't call it English when you call the beautiful game soccer. I don't call the beautiful game soccer. I call it soccer and football, depending on what's the topic talked about. If we're playing FIFA, it's obviously football. If we're playing PES, it's obviously soccer. If I'm talking to a bunch of Europeans, I'm not going to call it soccer. I'm going to call it football. If I'm talking to a bunch of Americans who play American football, but they're interested about the sport I play, I call it soccer. What investments are you doing? I am doing common silver investing, common gold investing for repeatable SBCs. Common silvers would be for marquee matchups on Thursday. I'm doing libs for the lib and sud SBC that we'll hopefully get in a week or two. What else? Each week informs, throwing them in my club for super cheap, hoping that they go up over time. Or that we have an SBC that will cause them to go up. Hey, 7,500 subs. Thank you guys so much. Football. Foosball. Nothing wrong with the name if the passion's the same. Amen, brother. Is the market dropping right now? For special cards? Or what? Market's been dropping a lot. I'm not confident in any like gold rares. What is the silver players video that I need to do coins? I'll link the playlist again. It could be honestly any of them. We have a ton of videos on silver trading tips. So we had one today on goalkeepers if you want to take a look at that. We had one. Oh my gosh, how many players is this? Jeez. We have one on silver center backs. We have one on silver rares. The market's bleeding. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, in my opinion, pack weight's just way too high for everything. I do not, Cameron, no. Well, I probably know some, but I can't think of them on the top of my head. Okay, I'm going to watch tomorrow because I have 11:45 p.m. Sounds good, bud. I'm making stacks off of bidding on Eredivisie silvers for 350 and selling them for 750. Attaboy. GG. Snipes, what's up, bud? Supplies mad this year? Yeah. Which makes me excited for Team of the Year and Team of the Season. Because I'm curious to see what pack weight's like. But also, too, something we didn't even think about. For all you League SBC grinders. If, and this is a big if we have packs again at the end of the SBC instead of players once again this year. If that is the case, don't be surprised if the end pack, whether it's tradable or untradeable, has a guaranteed rating somewhere in it. So you know how like some of the packs will be like, open this pack and you'll get a guaranteed 83 plus in it. I would be very shocked if that wasn't included in the end of the SBCs. So I'm hoping if we grind League SBCs, whether you're a first owner club, whether you just want to pack really cool things, whatever the case may be, I think we're going to get some really good pack pulls this year. Will all lib cards rise when the SBCs come out? Yep. If you look at past years' graphs for lib cards, they always typically go to 1,000 plus, most of them. Center backs are most likely to rise. Good night, man. Scotland left wing. Why do I feel like this card's going to be like 1,000 plus coins? And a bronze pack. Let's go. I was way off. 400. $400 coins, couple players, bronze pack. We'll keep the Sud card, sell him for way more later. I'll take it. I feel like there's some random kits and badges and stuff that have value, but I just, for some reason, don't want to check them. I know French managers have a lot of value. I know Netherlands managers have a lot of value. Is there any kits or badges that you guys know of that carry value? Who in chats knows Augie? I do not. Alright, we'll go back to libs here in a second. Didn't we just pack this guy? No, we didn't. Last year when the libs went out, they were going for 1K. Yeah, most of them are 1K minimum, but then once you get into position specific, especially for formations like a 3-5-2 or Argentina cards or center backs or strikers, a lot of those were going for 1.5 to 2K, and then some of them would go to 2.5 to 3K. All right, so we're about to hit 900 total invested. We'll take our time with this because I don't want to get bid banned. Prem legend goalkeeper. Who was the guy on TikTok that they interviewed on the street and he used to be like the goalkeeper for Liverpool or something? And he like remembered back to a game he played there when he was younger. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It was like a random interview on the street to see if they knew players, and they actually were interviewing an old player. Is that the guy? Nope, it was someone else. Okay. I want to know who the guy was. I don't remember the name. I just remember his face like lit up. Alright, I'm afraid we're going to get bid banned. So I'm going to just do more later. That message keeps coming up. Dude, our bronze packs have been doing really well. What do you think that Warner card could get to? It's an 88 right now, realistically. Banned on the web app? I could do companion app, but you guys wouldn't be able to see it on stream, so I'll just have to do it later when we're watching Netflix. Let's see how much football you know. Who did? Dude, I don't know any of this. I don't know any of it. What do you mean? You're not gonna bait me into this. You should know? Why should I know, Cameron? Tell me how I should know that. Or why I should need to know that. Am I gonna not only have to learn geography of every city in every single European country known to man, I'm gonna have to now learn every final score of every FA Cup game in history? You on next gen? Nah, I'm trying to snipe a PS5 before the new year, though. All right. Yeah, basic football knowledge. All right, Cameron, basic football knowledge, but we're going to call it soccer now. In the MLS, who was the Portland Timbers captain for the 2012-2013 season? He was American. What was his name? You should know this. This is common sense, man. Can I get banned for the tricks? Get banned for what tricks? Man's gonna snipe a PS5 for $250 by now. I'm gonna have like a filter on the market on like Walmart's website. Max price, minimum price. Nah, dude, you guys are gonna hate me. I had a PS5 in my cart ready to buy when they originally came out, before they like went into super short supply. And I literally told myself, you know what? I'll just get it later. I'll wait till FIFA 22 comes out and I'll get it around that time. Then they've just been extinct. Can you get banned for when you sell the silver and bronzes? My rule of thumb to avoid getting banned, technically it's not against EA's rules. But if they think you're coin selling, that's where you're in trouble. So my rule of thumb is, unless like the whole market, I mean every like top nation silver common is going for like 5,000 coins, I typically will max things at like 2K. So if like the lowest buy now on a card I have is like 5K for a silver, I'll put it up for like 1.5K to 2K. I won't go crazy. And you should be fine. Will J. Will J? Who is Will J, Kevin? Expand on that. Who was another American on that team that I had a poster of on my wall at one point? Who also wore the captain's band? There we go, another 5K, baby. What you mean by that? I'll check the clips in a little bit. Remember how earlier this week you said that if we get less motivated to trade, you would help us? Well, I'm on 7.6K because of stupid SPCs, so I need some motivation. Steven, listen, buddy. I just made 5K off a bronze pack. You just saw it happen live. Start opening bronze packs. Don't make excuses. Turn on Netflix, right? Watch your Naruto. Watch whatever you got to watch. Watch your Squid Game. Spam these packs and just enjoy the profit. Just entering your club. Are all 22 videos working? All my trading tips, we don't go over. We've detected copyright audio in your stream. Nah, we ain't doing this again, fam. All right, listen. I'm going to pause the music. We're going to get rid of the stupid message from YouTube. If the stream crashes, it should come back up. I don't know why it's saying my non-copyright music is copyrighted. But no, so I do something different with my videos. All my videos, I explain the methods in how to check buy nows. So every method that you would do in my trading playlist, you would look at the market prices of things. So for example, silver center backs. The whole point of silver center backs is checking the lowest buy now of the silver market and then seeing specifically different positions, different nations, what their going price is. Then off of that, you bid in accordance to the buy now price. So every method works. You're not going to copy and paste the buy now prices that I'm doing because markets change over time. But an example would be the newest video that we did with the Eredivisie sniping filter. I say in the video, the price will probably go down throughout the week. So you're not going to snipe at the same price we sniped at a day after it came out. But the method still works because the cards are up. The bidding still works. You're seeing in chat that people are bidding 350 and they're selling for 750 plus. So the methods apply. You got to understand why the methods exist, which I go into detail. Hey, this works because XYZ. And if you think, hey, when a marquee matchup comes out, typically these are going to be up in profit. I should know that this is going to be a sniping tip, or I should know this would be a good thing to bid on. We kind of walk you through the thought process. Do I have a free trading Discord? Yes, dude. Yeah. If you guys want to join my Discord, I forgot to link it so far this stream. It's free for everyone. We're coming up on 500 people in it. You go over trading tips in there. Go over a bunch of different stuff. Pack pulls. Teams. We do not charge for Discord. But if you guys do want to become a member on the channel, you can do that. It's essentially the same as a Twitch sub. You get a badge. You get emotes in chat. I will link that as well. With that being said, let's shout out the members real quick. We got Snarf, Red, and Focus, OP. Thank you guys for becoming members. We are 2 members away from that October goal of the 5 members. If you guys want to become a member, feel free to do so. By no means do you have to. I swear you don't read a single message of mine? What do you mean? I just read your not it's free message. Caleb Porter is also the head coach. All right, Karen, get off of Wiki. You want me to look at the clips you sent me in Discord right now? All right, I'm turning off my desktop audio because I don't know if there's music on them. Oh gosh, this is laggy. Finesse shot, nice. Oh, is this not showing on stream? Nice. Close post OP. Free kick with Ramos. You're just going to rocket it upper 90, aren't you? Nice. All right, good night, bud. What are the best SBCs to do? In terms of what? In terms of to complete for packs or to trade with or what? Can you run up quickly what to do with the bronze packs, or did you make a video on it? Yeah, we made a video. It's in the trading playlist. It's the bronze pack method. Does it still work? Question mark. But if you watch what we're doing, we're essentially selling the players and selling everything else. Some managers go for a lot. Some go for a little bit. Your post OP. Good night, GC. I had to study global football to become a coach. In America, it was important due to youth coaching. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure, man. Caleb Porter was a younger coach. So, the year you're talking about, the 2012-2013 season, I can't remember if that's the year we went deep in the playoffs or not. But Caleb Porter coached that team. It was a really good Portland Timbers team. Will Johnson was on and off captain. Jack Jewsbury was captain, I believe, the year before and the year after. Jack Jewsbury was my favorite player on Portland Timbers. Besides Darlington Nagbe. Yeah, they always have a really good mix of talent. American talent. Not always United States. We get a lot of good Argentinos. Do I want to, Lucas? Or am I going to be upset when I see what you packed? No. Oh, good for you. GG. That's what I meant, right? GG, I'm not jealous at all. Why would I be jealous? MumboElite, what's up? I'm doing bronze pack method and most players aren't selling. What should you do? Are you checking their buy now price? And if so, are you selling cards that aren't going for 200 coins buy now? Because if so, that's your problem. But if they have over a 200 buy now, the card should sell. Read last. The Liverpool goalkeeper you're talking about is Tommy Lawrence. Okay, I swear, chat. Every time you tell me to go back and look at a message, the message is not there when I first go through. But it is there when you tell me to go back and read it. Because I literally look at chat, I'm like, I did not miss a message. I did not miss a message. But then I look, It's a message that just magically appeared that I didn't see before. I don't know how to explain it. You would have to see my screen. Maybe I should just like share my screen 24/7 with chat. It's because you can't read? Facts. I mean, you're not wrong. He was captain for most of the year, I believe. But a lot of players are on and off injury. And captain's band might get flipped around or subs might come in and off. This is the player I'm talking about. This is Jack Jewsbury. He was my favorite player. Favorite American player back in the day. I actually understood nothing from the camera in Mumbo chat. You've been here since 4K subs? Hey. Okay, Mr. MLS, who's Preki? Preki, you mean Predrag Rado Saljevic, better known as by the nickname Preki. He's a Serbian-American former U.S. International Association football manager. He previously managed Sacramento Republic FC and St. Louis FC in the United Soccer League. He also previously coached in Major League Soccer with Toronto FC and Chivas USA. Is that the guy you're talking about? Yeah, I know him from memory. Why do you bring him up? That's exactly what happened with Rabona Cross. I just can't win with chat. I always will miss a message. I'll always spell something wrong, say something wrong, pronounce something wrong, do something wrong, not know a fact, not know a country, not know a location, not know a city, not know a player. I can never win. I'm the villain. We're not doing the name game. We're not doing this name game, please. Not know the language? Yeah, dude, it doesn't stop. I'm a football hipster, don't try me. All right, bet. Sorry. My bad, dude. What trading are we doing? We're doing bronze pack method while we bid on lib cards. Bum, 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 bum. Nobody's perfect, but Mumbo tries and I appreciate it. Have respect for him and his efforts. Thank you, my G. You know what I read that message as? No one's perfect. And if we're being honest, Mumbo's the furthest thing from perfect. He is literally such a flawed person who struggles with anything based outside of the United States. Uncultured American boy. Doesn't know anything. But we love him. GG, man. Thank you for trying. Now I'll call you Ferris because you're always a villain. I was being nice. No, Josh, I know you're being nice, buddy, but I was just translating to what my chat would say. Not you in particular. And when I say chat, I'm not referring to every single person. You know the people I'm talking about. We'll make fun of anything I do. What SBCs should you do? Depends on what you're looking for, man. You got a bronze upgrade that you can do with the BPM with cards that you have that you can't really sell on to make silver players. You have silver upgrade where you can make gold commons, 3 of them. You have gold upgrade where you can make 2 gold rares. You have marquee matchups where you can get tradable packs. You have filters you can grind with those, like Eredivisie sniping. What kind of SBCs are we talking? You got player SBCs if you want to grind those. Cameron's one of them. I'm not going to name names. Cameron. GC. Kage. Sorry. My bad. I think I got like COVID or something. That cough just kind of came out of nowhere. I might need to get another vaccine shot. Do a mix of the 3 this time. What flag is that? It looks like the email logo. Looks like a letter that you'd put in the mail. Bro, I can't do flags, homie. Like, some shapes and flags, maybe. But colors are literally the thing I suck most at out of anything in life because I'm colorblind. So me doing flags is a no-go, bro. We ain't gonna try that, homie. It's not gonna end well for anybody. It's just gonna be sad all around. Actually, you know what? Screw it. You know what we should do? I'm gonna show you how bad it is. Last message read. What did I miss? John Bain Reed? Was that the message you wanted me to look at? I saw that. You got scouted for Kentucky UK basketball. Attaboy. Is there any profit in player SBCs? Because I've done foundations and marquee matchups. Yes. If you wait for a repeatable SBC to come out, you can essentially grind the repeatable SBC and use those untradeable players that you get for the player SBC. If you look at our past streams when we were doing Benzema, that's exactly what we did to make coins on it. All the effort from Cameron. What am I missing? You say last message. The message before your last message is last message. The last message before that is last message. And it goes back to the message I see that's John Bain Reed. And I read that a while ago in my head and then passed it. And then I read it after he told me to look it back at last messages again. You want me to rate him? John Bain Reed. You told me nowhere to rate him. How was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know that? What do you expect from me? Out of 10, he's 7. I'll give him a 7. All right. Yeah. All right. This is the colorblind test. Feel free to take it with me, dudes. See if you're colorblind. All right. See 1. See 3. Seven. 8. Dude, no. Nothing. 4. I have the colorblind shades. Nothing. I feel like this is easier than the last ones. The ones I normally take, I get like none of them. Dude. I see something. I don't know what it is. Stop with these colors. There we go. 6. 7. Is that a 0? There's no 0 option. 3. 6. 6. 9. 9. It says 0. Oh, something above 0. Okay, not a 0. It's either an 8 or 6, because that would be a 0 with something above it. 6. 2. 3. 4. 3. I hate these tests. See your results. Find out if you're colorblind. I think we know the answer, chat. I got 100% on it. Your colorblind test results, normal vision. You have normal color vision, which means you can see up to 1 million distinct shades of color. I have... What is it called? Protanopia. It's like red-green colorblind. Blindness to red. A state in which red cones are absent, leaving the only cones that absorb blue and green light. Blindness to green is known as deuteranopia, where green cones are lacking. So, like, if you think of a color wheel... If you think of a color wheel like this... I don't know how many colors are on this color wheel. But essentially, the colors that are close to each other, they blend in. So I don't know what's a distinct color here. I can see like some areas like this is like separate from this. I see lines. I don't know what color the lines is through it, so that makes it a little easier. But if you take off like those lines, a lot of these colors would blend in for me, or they look very similar where I don't know what it is. And that's essentially how I explain my color blindness. So imagine playing football with kits that are super similar, like red and black kits, or green and red kits. It was like the worst thing in the world. It was so difficult. No clue, Cameron. You call yourself a Portland Timbers fan, you say 7. Isn't being honest the best trait for a club you support? Wait. Why would I lie about how I think of a player or what I think they're rated? Whether or not I support the team. Doesn't that just prove I'm unbiased when it comes to players who play on your club? I'm not going to be like a 10, a 10, a 10. I haven't watched the Portland Timbers or the MLS like at all the past couple of years, though, so I have no idea what's going on. All right, we'll do some defenders. Why am I not on console? Because I can't do this on console. I can only do this on web app and companion app, the mass bidding. We'll be back to console in a couple minutes. Felipe Moore is a good signing, you think? I'm not answering any more questions. I'm pleading the fifth, Cameron. You're going to try to get me one of these times. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, this player was a good signer. This is that. And it's never happened. I haven't watched the MLS in a while, and I haven't watched Portland Timbers, so I will not be answering any more questions on that. See you, Josh. Buy my G. Keep telling Cameron to piss off. Oh, I will. I will, bud. Don't worry. Dude, I could not tell you what the Portland Timbers lineup is this year. I could look it up right now. Felipe Moore is the Chilean dude, right? Yeah, 28. Chilean. 150 pounds. How is Portland Timbers doing this year? I watched like 2 games of like the Red Bulls when I was working out because it was on TV. But besides that, I have not seen. We are in 4th. Nice. Playoffs are coming up. I'm UK, so late. See you in a bit. See you, bud. What time is it right now? It's 5:22 for me. Okay. You try to trick me on my football knowledge by getting me to know MLS players, then I give you something you can't answer? Dude, I literally, the point of what I did was you want me to know a result of some matchup that I've never once cared about, thought about, seen, or understood or knew. The whole point was I was going to translate it to the MLS to a stat you literally probably looked up on Google and found the answer to. That was my whole point, was you're not supposed to know those answers. And if you do, that's amazing. But I don't expect you to. The same way you shouldn't expect me to know every English football club's score at some point. Score opponent, I don't know, dude. I started watching the Prem when I was in high school. In middle school, I played FIFA with, like, AC Milan. I don't watch, like, any game live. I only watch things as, like, highlights because I don't have access to a lot of the different networks. Cameron, we'll make this easy. Don't expect anything from me. All right? Expect I know nothing. Treat me like I'm a 5-year-old. Where I am, it's 23 minutes past midnight. Jeesh. Sheesh. Dude, if you know Robbie Keane, you should know Steve Augie. Dude, Robbie Keane. Can we talk about Robbie Keane's celebration? Robbie Keane might have a better celebration than Ronaldo. Every time Robbie Keane would score, he would do this like roll flip into guns. It was the greatest thing ever. Buy Peacock? I have Peacock. But it doesn't have all the games on there. It only shows like the lower end ones typically. Yeah, everyone should know who Robbie Keane is from a celebration standpoint. Yeah, he had to change it over time. When he was young, he used to be backflip. Then it became like a roll into guns. It was like I think it was the default thing for a lot of celebrations on FIFA too. Or at least for him, it was the default. Do I know Dion Dublin? The name sounds familiar. $929. All right, we're gonna get over 1,000 today. If I could get to 1,500 by the end of the night, that would be good. I think. Good progress. Steve Augie, Dion Dublin. He was a cricketer as well. Dion Dublin. Do not remember him either. You know why Eredivisie silvers are so high? Because there's a marquee matchups with them. Came up with a video of this YouTube video of this Indian Minecraft guy. Dude, that honestly sounds better than a goalkeeper. I can't wait to start doing bronze pack method when League SVCs come out. We'll be way more efficient at how we do it. Augie kidnaps Steve in Minecraft by J Hindi Gaming. Why does that sound like the most entertaining video I could watch right now? Hey, another lib card. Let's go. Is he a duplicate, though? He lives like 10 minutes away from you and you see him quite often? Where do you see him at? I feel like it'd be weird being a footballer after you retire. So many people just know you walking around, but it's like not a level of success where you're like a Ronaldo where you're going to have security 24/7 or you're going to have that much money. So It'd be a weird feeling to like be in that in between, where like everyone might know your name or recognize you. At the park playing football with his sons? Hey, that's awesome. Like, they still have a crap ton of money, don't get me wrong, but... He's seen him once in a pub, but he had company, so just let him be. I feel like that's like the most important thing with seeing celebrities is like you got to assume that every person wants to see the celebrity and wants to like constantly be around them or like answer their questions, get an autograph picture, all that stuff. Or it's like even if you see one, it might be like one opportunity. If you notice like they're chilling with their homies or something, it's not an opportunity to do it. You kind of have to like play it by ear. Because, like, that would be very frustrating, like, wanting to be out in public, just chilling. And, yeah, it's cool that people, like, might want an autograph and stuff, but sometimes you just want to be a normal person, too. If you don't know him, you're not Irish. Facts. Sat next to Hart on a train for a long ride and spoke to him a little. Yeah, it doesn't even need to be anything crazy. Like, I don't know if you guys watch golf at all, but I was standing next to Tiger Woods for one of the PGA tournaments, and he was eating trail mix right next to me. Literally, like, face to face, but, like, his back was to me. Like, that close. I got to hear him and his caddy have a conversation. Can be quite dangerous too, like some messed up people will endanger their life just so they're noticed or remembered. Like the guy who killed John Lennon was a super fan, but he wanted to be known. Same with like people who know you and hate you and want to like hurt you or kill you too. Like that's why there are a lot of celebrities who will just never go out without security, or it's just not worth it because especially like if you look at music, a lot of rappers, like if you don't have security, you're probably gonna get smoked at some point. So that's like a scary thing to think about. Dude, golf is one of those things that like I wish I enjoyed as much as other people do. Probably will hit me when I'm older. Is it good to invest in 83s for the new team of the week guarantee? You can. I don't know how much they'll go up just because 83s get packed so much. That 83s are almost the new 82s this year, right? I would say higher end fodder though. If you notice like 86s, 87s, 88s are low, you could try to pick those up. Every day I'm shuffling. Bro, invest in Man U players for marquee matchups. Who does Man U play that they would get a marquee matchup? Well, what's an MP? They play Liverpool? Yeah, they'll probably get one then. Yeah, just chuck some Man U and Liverpool players in your club then. That's not a bad idea. Member of Parliament, yeah. I mean the same is true for like American politics too and stuff. Like we have the president of the United States. We have each state in the United States has their own governor, and then we have congressmen who serve in our nation's capital, and they do like a congressional baseball game every year. In the first year Trump was in office, one of the Republican congressmen got shot and almost killed when they were playing a baseball game. It's like that stuff happens like all the time. Like there's careful with what I can say on YouTube, but there's certain explosives put in stuff, things blow up. Like people will always take an opportunity. Especially with politics. For some reason, politics, there's always violence side to it. It's scary. Why would you want to invest in Matip? Explain the logic to me and I'll say yes or no. you're invested in him because you want to use him for marquee matchups for Man U versus Liverpool, cool. I don't know how much he'd actually go up though. He was helping the people in his area and a terrorist stabbed him to death. Yeah, it's always sad when you see those things happen. Man U play Tottenham. Oh, they don't play Liverpool. I mean, you could invest in Prem players in general. You get Prem left backs, right backs, center backs. You'd probably make a killing. They did a lot of things for dog rights and women, I think. Yeah. I feel like politics has to be hard because, like, a lot of people want to go in with the right intentions, but at some point, you just have so many people holding things over your head. Whether it's, like, the people financing your campaigns have certain interests and you have to follow the interests, otherwise they threaten you, or political suicide, essentially. You have to go along with party lines a lot of the times. Like, I just feel like it'd be impossible to be a politician and actually make significant change. Prem right back, I think there's only one. It's Frederick. That are like low end. Yeah, that might be a good one. There might be right wing backs. Would right wing back cards be a good thing to invest in then? Right wing backs to right backs? If people are trying to get chem and a solution for that. What's my favorite dog breed? I am a huge Rottweiler fan. Oh yeah, true, Nathan. And I think too, like, I don't know how it differs in other countries compared to the United States, but a big issue in like the United States, not to get too political in here because I typically don't add that stuff to streams. But there's a lot of money tied to politics in the United States plus power. So even if you have the best intentions, money or power gets held over your head or used in ways where you have to essentially comply or you don't last long. Camille, thank you for subbing. So it's like one of those things, even if you have meaningful change, a lot of people go in with the right reasons, but then find themselves locked in to where if they want to actually make the change happen, they kind of have to follow the status quo or play a little less hardball or follow along the lines a little bit more than they want to in hopes of slowly moving things your direction. Like, you can't just completely go in and change everything. It's just not the way it operates. Now, if they're truly lazy and just use foot pen, true. The MP salary is like 85K, but they all seem to be millionaires. Like, something doesn't add up. It's like a TikTok trend that in America, we look at Congress people and we check their publicly traded stock portfolio that they have to like keep up to date and like show what they're buying and selling. And people will literally just make videos on the stocks that Congress people are buying, and then everyone makes money. Like, they'll just follow and be like, oh, looks like this person's buying this. Let's all buy this. And then it goes up a crazy amount. Like, refs are never liked, and even the best refs don't have security. I feel like being a ref has to be such an unrewarding job. Like, the best thing that can happen if you're a ref is people are like, fair play. You didn't make a mistake, right? But if you make any mistake or people think you made a mistake, they're going to hate you. It's just the way it goes. I feel like you truly have to love the sport to be a ref and don't care what people think about you. That'd be such a hard thing to want to do. Because, like, no matter what, whether you're at fault, a team's going to hate you if they lose. Or they think you're going to call it one way over the other. I'm spamming all of my 7.6k into bronze packs, so I just wait for players to sell and repeat. If you only have 7.5k, I'd recommend doing a trading tip alongside of it. You could probably double your coins with silver player bidding if you're checking buy now prices. If you do Eredivisie, it's probably going to be even easier. If you set up a sniping filter for Eredivisie, you could probably pick up a lot and sell them for whatever the buy now price is. I think they're at like 700 right now minimum. So if you pick them up on bid for like 300, 350 and flip them, you'll be making coins in no time. Yeah, Jack, literally. Yeah. Because, like, security is not cheap. Literally, most people would want, like, some good friends that are big of theirs. Like, if you have a big, beefy friend, it's like, you might just want to bring them everywhere you go and have them act like your security and pay them a decent amount. But, like, if you want actual security, like, I think Eminem is the most well-known rapper with security. He spends, like, $5 million a year on security detail. I feel like with some of the bigger politicians, they don't even believe in what they're saying. They just have those public views because it's what people will vote for. No, that's the thing. Like, I feel like truly, people maybe have a few issues they truly care about. But, like, besides that, you just kind of follow what other people do. Like, no matter what your beliefs are. Like, I don't care who you guys vote for, like, what politics you believe in. I guarantee you don't support everything the party that you vote for is for or what they run on. It's just impossible. And if you do support everything blindly, like the question I ask is like, do you know enough about the topic? Because like most of the time, the further I look into things, the more conflicted I get. It's like the biggest issues I see are like, oh, not to vote this way or that way, but it's like, this is a problem. How do we actually solve it? I don't feel like people are talking about how to solve it. You just hear people fight about if it's an issue or not. You got any filters for me? Yep, great. Check my trading playlist, buddy. The Eredivisie filter is going to be huge right now. Prices have dropped a little bit, so obviously you're going to want to check the buy nows, but you can still make quite a bit off them. Party's a decent card at the moment. Like, how funny would it be if Trump was secretly Dem and Biden was secretly Republican? Well, Trump was a Democrat for most of his life, or at least a huge Democrat donor. So that's like been public knowledge. Keep the GOAT. Just pack Robbie Keane. Ooh. Whatever you want, bud. Play with them. Politics is where both sides of people recognize problems. They just disagree on how to solve them. I think, too, like, it's hard to, like, separate. My security is Stone Island coats. Facts. It's hard to separate, too, because I think you look at it as sports, right? So here's the example I use when it comes to politics, trying to relate it to football. If you would ask someone what club they support, I view that kind of like asking people what political party they support. They have maybe a few reasons why they support the club or like their feelings for it. But like more than anything, you hear someone say the other club and you instantly have this like hatred towards them or you have this negative feeling. Same way is true with politics for the most part. But then if you start talking about individual players or individual things that you like, maybe different nationalities, like what they do on their national teams, what they do for their communities, you get like further into it, the more you can agree on things and the more you can appreciate the players. But the further you remove the people from the element and you just look at the organization or the group, the harder it is to truly see them as people. Why are you betting on all the Libertadores? Because in the past couple of years, Libertadores cards before the SBC have been 150, and then once the SBCs come out, a lot of the center backs go to 2,000 plus coins. So we will be making huge profit. This might be controversial, but Trump was a great U.S. president before COVID hit. Before COVID hit, the economy was rising because of Trump. I think objectively, you can look at any president, and this is true in any country. You can look at any political leader and see good things in them and bad things in them. The issue comes with if you don't acknowledge the bad things and you only view them for the positive. Same as if you only view things for the negative and not the positive. You can't have an actual conversation. It's not true. It's like Sunderland supporters saying, "Oh, Sunderland's the best team." No, we suck, bro. We're in League One. We're not a Prem team. We're nowhere near a Prem team right now. Like, I can acknowledge that and still be a fan of them or support them, but I'm realistic with it. But like a lot of Prem teams, like people support their team, they'll blatantly lie about what they think of players or like how good they actually are because they're just devoted to their club or they have an emotional attachment to it. Like you could say with American politics, people have an emotional attachment for or against Trump. And when it comes to Biden, I would say people have more of a negative feel towards Trump, therefore would want to vote for Biden, than they actually have a positive view for Biden, therefore would want to vote for Biden. What does the SBC Libertadores come out? Hopefully within the next week. We're thinking since last year came out the first week in November, that with COVID last year, they had to move everything back a week, it seemed like. We're hoping that we will get the Lib and Sud this next week, hopefully Tuesday. And if we don't, it'd probably be the next week after that. But in terms of the second team we have out right now for the Road to the Knockout, then after that, we'll have the Scream / Rule Breakers or whatever they're going to call that Halloween promo. And then after that, we'll probably have the UCL live cards, would be my guess. Yeah, Trump was good for the economy. Not much else, in my opinion. The thing is, too, like you can objectively look at anything and be like, oh, yeah, like a president did economy a net positive because of XYZ thing. But, like, you got to look at it, too, and be like, okay, what policy was it for? What was it, things they supported? Was it things that actually happened? Like, what did they get passed? What happened, too? Like, you have a lot of companies that will just do well. Or if you look at the U.S. stock market, no matter who the president is, for the most part, like, the market's just been going up and up each year. But the market doesn't actually relate to reality, it seems like. Like, prices keep going up on stuff. But, like, our American dollar, the value of it just keeps deflating. I don't understand why people who instantly hate someone because of different opinions, as long as they aren't extremists. See, Nathan, here's the thing, though, bud. I'll put it simply. People would rather, instead of getting to know someone else, they'd rather assume what they believe, therefore they have a reason to not like them or to not listen to them, right? Because if you think about it, you'd want to listen to everyone or at least have an understanding of what people believe. For anything, it doesn't even have to be politics, it can just be life. But the more you create an image of someone that they aren't actually, that sort of thing. Like, if you make a boogeyman out of someone, it's easy to assume everyone's that person instead of having an actual conversation. Politics now? I don't even know how we got on politics. We were talking about FIFA, and then somehow we got to politics. I have great memories of how Liam Kelly was for us, but he's been pure shit. Trump was seen as a racist because of the things he said. But while he was president, black people employment rate went up. I don't even want to get into all that, for being honest, because that's just a whole different rabbit hole. I read your last message, Cameron. The Liam Kelly. Did I not? Yeah. Like, it's... Last thing I'll say, and then I kind of just want to stop talking about politics, because politics just upsets me more than anything, man. Last thing I'll say is, like, for the people who truly hate Trump, the media made it very easy for people to just look at Trump and be like, okay, I don't like the guy, but you're blatantly lying about what he said or what he did, and you're trying to push it to the extreme. So it's like, I feel like they inadvertently made people support Trump or not see him as bad because everything he did had to be the worst thing ever. But now you're seeing the same thing with Biden. Like, you have a new person in, everything he does has to be the worst thing ever. It can't just be objectively bad or objectively good or somewhere in between. It has to be like the extreme, because that's the way social media and the news are. And it drives people crazy, dude. Like, I don't get how people can live in that world and not be a little brain dead or just be, like, insane. Should I do Politano as a super sub? Yes, I'm going to do him as a super sub. Plus, we have Dybala still off the bench, so we could potentially like make a team down the line. And I don't know what new promo cards would be coming, but I feel like there's some good players you can make with that Politano if it gets upgraded. Oh, no, yeah, dudes. I got into politics heavy this past year. Heavy. So heavy. And it was around election time, too. That's typically when people get the most into it. And my goodness, is it just the most exhausting thing in the world? Well, it's like you're cheering on, you're a cheerleader, right? You're cheering on stuff that you don't even truly support most of the time. It's like it makes no sense. It's like I don't think the best of people in general. I assume people have the worst intentions. I love everyone and want to treat them as best as I can, but like I assume people want to screw me over. That's just how I view the world. And I don't assume any person who goes into power actually wants to help me. That's just kind of my mindset when it comes to politics. I have 200K. Is there any good bidding filters? Yes, Slayer. I would say Eredivisie is a really good bidding filter right now and sniping filter. You could do both. You know, African Americans say they can't be racist because they're a minority. That whole argument thing is so frustrating because people, I think, agree more than anything with the argument. It's just the way things are phrased. It's like the whole debate on like, can you be racist if you're someone who's not in a position of power? But then it's like, what's a position of power? So I don't want to get into this conversation. I'm not going to go there. Ugh. Talk to your neighbors, dude. Talk to people who you disagree with. Don't go in with a political agenda. Literally have conversations with people, love people, and you'll realize you're closer with everyone than you think. It's that simple. uh Guys, I will put this simply. If people want to believe something, they will believe it. It doesn't have to reflect reality. You can pull a statistic from anywhere. You can look at the lens of the world through. You can look at the world through whatever lens you want. You can literally make any reality you want. That's the scary thing about the world we live in. Something might feel true to you that's not actually true to the world, but as long as you feel it, that's a reality. So, can we please move away from this? Can you show me the building filter I need to use to invest in the sub cards? Yes, Dennis. I will. If you do !mark trading in chat, it'll link the playlist where we go over how to unlimitedly bid on cards on the transfer targets. That's a video you want to look at. I guess it's unavoidable if we're going to keep talking about it. Yes, every group of people can be racist. The argument people make, though, and it depends on the person you talk to. The typical argument, if you're going to hear a group of people can't be racist, is what I've heard at least. I don't know if this is what people actually believe, but they will limit it to a certain area and say if this group of people is oppressed in some way, therefore they can't be racist because racist goes hand in hand with some form of oppression. So yes, you could translate that to different parts of the world and not have it be accurate. But again, it's people having conversations, not looking for answers. It's literally just people saying shit. Like it's literally as simple as this. My best friend in stream, my moderator of over a year, Kage, is black, and probably most of you don't know that. I don't give a fucking shit what color of his skin is. But like, if he's feeling down about something, I'm gonna listen to him about what he feels down about. It's as simple as that. That's literally what it comes down to at the end of the day. I don't know, call me crazy, but I don't look at Kage, I don't go, oh, Kage's black, therefore he thinks like this. I let Kage tell me how he feels about something. I fucking listen. And he does the same to me. The most interesting thing about you guys is not your skin color. It's literally your personality. Some people make their race their personality. Some people make their gender their personality. Some people make their football club their personality. Some people make their YouTube channel their personality, aka me. Like, everyone puts their identity in something, man. It's just the way the world works. It's nothing new. It's always been the case. It just gets amplified more through social media. And the way it's amplified to you is not in the form of get everyone to agree with you. It's in the form of conflict. So no wonder everyone feels like they're going through conflict in some way. Or they feel like the world hates them. It's meant to be that way. That's how social media is pushing this stuff. Should you invest in lib center backs? I think lib rare center backs are the best investment you could make in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. I can tell you for free if you go to a Nigerian takeaway, you'll be talked about and stared at. But just makes me appreciate what people go through. Notice how you said Kage is black and shit in the same sentence? You're right, I did. I apologize. That's the most expensive team of Politano done. I had an untradeable earned match in the club. Nice. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the untradeable transfer target video, I highly recommend you do. It's in the trading playlist. It should be... I think we made it in the first week of FIFA. I could be wrong. But it will help you throughout the year if you're trying to open packs and still do that. Racism is basing your opinion on someone based on their race, irrelevant to their power. Well, the thing is, people change the definitions of everything. So I don't care what people call anything. Like, when I hear the word racist, or I hear the word sexist, or I hear the word anything, really, I don't believe what it, you have to, have a conversation with the person what that means. Because everyone has a different view on what it means. Like, it could be as simple as, someone considers me a sexist. And I say, oh, why am I sexist? And they're like, oh, because you're a male. And it's like, okay. How does that make me a sexist, though? It's like, oh, because you're a male. Okay. What about being male makes me a sexist? Oh, X, Y, Z. And then you have to go down that whole shit. New segment on the channel. Bronze packs and politics. My goodness. What's a good price to bet on Eredivisie and what position? If you're on PlayStation, I would say look at the buy nows and see what you'd want to make profit wise. So the buy nows are going at 700. I don't know what they're currently at. You bid less than that. Saying you're sexist because you're male is the most sexist thing I've heard in my life. It's literally as simple as this, Cameron. I will explain things perfectly. The people who claim to be the most tolerant are the people who are the least tolerant, because the things that they will assume about others or they'll make fun of others for doing, they'll do themselves. For example, they could call you, someone could call you sexist, literally because you're a male. and have that be their association of you off of nothing you've said, but just because you're male, therefore you're this. Like, that seems like the most stereotypical thing in the world. And again, all of that is for show. None of it actually matters. You have an actual conversation with someone who thinks that, it's completely different. Like, you just have a conversation with people, dude. It's literally that simple. I don't understand why people got to be racist. Skin color doesn't matter whatsoever. I only care about someone's personality. But the thing is, too, it's not just race. It's not just sex. It's literally everything. If you're not around a certain group of people, or you've never had experience, or your only experience with a group of people is negative, or you've only heard bad things, you are going to assume the worst case scenario. I feel like that's always been the case. You can look at any group or community based on whatever you want. And until you truly get to know people for people, you'll never see past that to whatever extent you're looking it through. But everyone always puts people in boxes before you get to know them too. It's like, to put it in football terms, it's like you could be a Man U fan. The love of your life, or the person you're most compatible with, could be a Man City fan, but you'd never know it unless you had a conversation with them and saw past just the team they supported. There's a wasp in my room, Rip. But nah, I'm like one of those people who, I like politics from the standpoint of like the psychological aspect of how people think. So I care more about like why people think things rather than like the actual thing themselves. So like I'll literally talk to any people of any political background and just find out how they got to their like train of thoughts. And it's one of the most interesting thing in the world to do. Just to sit there and like listen, like, oh, why do you feel this way about something? Or like, tell me about your experiences that made you feel this way. Dude, people will make like the furthest reaches to believe something. It's crazy. It's just a fly? Okay, good. I was going to say, we might have to get like medics over there if it's a wasp. If I dated a Man City or Liverpool fan, there'll be some. But no, you know what I mean, right? Like there can be a Man City fan or a Liverpool fan who you can get along with really well and have a lot in common with. But if you only look through the lens of football, you'd miss out on all that. Cameron, actually, why don't you just take the dating a Man City or dating a Man U out of it and just date a man in general? Go for it, dude. So you're into psychology? I am too. I'm only 14, but as of right now, if I had to choose a career path, I'd choose psychology. Psychology is one of those things that I wish I did in college. I did business, so I ended up like getting a degree in marketing. But like psychology, I find to be the most interesting thing in my opinion. Just because like I see so many people like alter their worldview off of what they believe in, which everyone sees the world through the lens that they live. It's just the way it is. But like understanding how people get those lenses or what created those lenses is really interesting to me. But I don't know if you're up for it, but I'd invest in Tellez. He's a solid investment for Thursday. Yeah, he'd probably go up a lot. I don't know if I'd have the ability to sell him by then just because we have so many lib cards. So I won't be investing, but if you guys want to, that's not a bad show. Reed, let's try it then. I will come out of your closet. I'll be on top. I feel like if someone has something to say to anyone, they got to meet them, talk to them first. So I'll be honest. I've deleted most of my social media. I don't use Twitter anymore. I used to use Twitter every single day. I used to be heavily involved in politics on Twitter too, like following it, paying attention to it. And Twitter just gives you like the worst feeds in the world where it constantly feels like everyone's fighting. Once I deleted Twitter, kind of all that went away. Like real life is very much different than Twitter. So that super helped. But then on top of it, the most I'll have a conversation with people about politics in general is if I'm sitting down face to face with them. Because I then get to ask deeper than like what the general surface sayings are. Because like when people have like the catchphrases, you really don't know what they believe. And you don't know if they believe it either. Because like you ask them about it, it's like, oh, why do you feel that way about the thing you said? And they're like, oh, because like my parents told me to, or oh, because my boyfriend told me about it. Like they might not know anything about it or care that deeply. What players should you invest in? How many coins do you have, Ken? In FIFA terms, you use players from a rival team you support because they are good, and you do not use them just because they played for a rival. But it's like, when you look at diversity too, and like, I could be wrong with this. I look at diversity as many different areas, and diversity of thought seems to be one of the most important areas you could have with people around you. And if no one has a diversity of thought, how are you supposed to understand different perspectives? I don't get that. I'm not saying you have to be friends with every single person who thinks anything ever, because you're going to get into some really weird groups then. But to not go through the thought process of why someone thinks something or how they could have potentially got there, I just feel like it's dangerous. I read your last message, Cameron. Going to Man City Stadium for a date on match day would be peaceful because there'd be no noise. Oh, gosh. I mean, I support Chelsea, but I've never felt an intense rivalry against other teams or people that support them. I don't really get that part of football. But it's like, the people who get that far, you're just so into it, it's hard to remove them from that situation. Use the example of Cameron going to the Derby game, right? And the fight broke out. How do you get to the point where a fight breaks out at a game? You're so emotionally involved that your emotions are taken over. I would hope that I don't do things led out of emotion. I do occasionally, but I try to not. Because if you let your emotions lead you, they're going to lead you to some really bad places. Or if you only act on your emotions, it's going to take you everywhere. Lost some money building a team, so 40K at the moment. I would say, Kian, look at the silver trading tips videos or the sniping filter for Eredivisie in my trading playlist. Those should help you make some coins back. Same with you, VX. I would keep sniping Eredivisie or bidding on Eredivisie. Try to double your coins with that. Shouldn't be too bad. Last time I checked, there's a lot of open bids. Yeah, like I supported Liverpool, but my granddad and brother supported Man U. We have a friendly rivalry together, but nothing's heated. Yeah. If you always act up on your emotions, you'll end up in jail. Cameron, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Huh? Care to expand? I'm on 2 mil investment tips. I'm on 2 mil as well. And I am putting 2 mil into lib players now so that in a week or two, I can hopefully 10 times my money. That's what I think is worth my coins. So what rating could that Werner get to? He's an 88 right now. What's the highest he could get to? Because like road to the knockout stage, how do they get upgraded? Just moving on. Their team qualifies for the knockout stage if their team earns 3 wins from the 4 remaining games. Okay, so you could get 2 upgrades. What you investing at? 150 for libs, and then silver commons. I typically do 150 to 200. You keep getting outbid for 450. If you're a good sniper, I'd say try sniping them. Shouldn't be too hard to pick them up. Any libs, bronze CDMs too. So if you pull up a football, actually, let's pull it up myself. I say look it up, but I know a lot of you don't know where to look it up, so I'll walk you through it. I'll give you an example. So this is what I would go off of if you're investing in lib cards. This is what I'm going to use as my example. So if we look at FIFA 21, the players, and we look at Sudamericana, if it lets me get there, or Libertadores, I mean, my bad. Hack down my emotions, I'm being kinky cuffs. Alright, if we go to lowest rating, you're going to see a bunch of different ratings for cards. And they're going to be a bunch of different prices. But what we're going to do, we'll use Mesa as the example. 50 rated center back, Colombian. When SBCs weren't out yet, back at the beginning of the game, he was like at 200 coins. Then he'd have random days where he'd spike up because he'd be in an SBC or something. But then once the end of October hit and the beginning of November came out, when he became an SBC card, like people could use him in SBC, he went to 1,000 coins. He went to 3,000 coins. He went to 2.5K. He held a lot of value throughout the year. A lot of times over 1,000 coins. There'd be times where it'd go down in coins, but a lot of times it'd hold that value throughout the year. So this is a center back card. Realistically, if you picked up the center back for 150, there's quite a few times where you could sell him for 2,000 plus. Now, it's not just that card. That was a center back. Let's use the center mid as an example. 47 rated center mid. Look at a similar trend for him. You look at what his price originally started at, you see what he got to. So in November, he got to over 2,000 coins, held about 1,000 throughout a lot of the year, went to 1.5, went up and down, up and down, up and down, but he held that value. So a lot of positions are going to be super important. For example, center backs in a 3-5-2 formation, you need 3 of them, and it's a high chem solution, so they'd be very important. Center mids, CDMs, cams, all those central like midfield positions are going to be very crucial to get that chem, because you might not be able to use a cam on a CDM spot, but you might be able to use a CM at CDM and at cam. But if you have a left wing at the left mid spot, a right wing at the right mid spot, a left back at the center back spot, there's not going to be too many places where you can hold chemistry. You need a full chem link. So then strikers are going to become super crucial. So like, let's look at a striker. This is a good example of why I'm bidding on strikers as well. Strikers don't look like they'd have much value, but they end up having some of the most value because you consistently need strikers in your team. In a lot of these solutions, especially if there's 2 of them. And with the lower teams, you can't use gold cards, so you can't use the gold libs or the gold suds. You will need to use maximum silvers. So a lot of the silvers and bronzes will hold extremely high values, which makes me excited to keep bidding on them because it's just going to be unlimited coins. Libertadores, for bronzes, you can bid 150 on lib and sud, but for lib is typically more expensive than sud when it comes to the SBC. So theoretically, lib is going to go up more in price. Both lib and sud are great investments in general, but for percentage return, your best friend is going to be lib cards. What's the best to flip right now for profit? I've been doing common goalkeepers for silvers a lot. That's been working. No, 100%. I'd be in juvie if I act out my emotions. The amount of times I've wanted to hit someone because they were making fun of my cleft lip is unreal. I don't because I know the consequences. Yeah. That's like a whole other thing too, right? There's reasons you don't act on your emotions. A lot of us have social codes that we follow. And then people have different social codes that they follow. Not everyone's is the same. Some people might be off of a family code. Some might be off of a religious code. Like, everyone's different. Mix and matches of the community you're in, the people you're around. Yeah, Jack, I would say that's the best. 73s and 74s seem to have the greatest value, in my opinion. This has been a really good stream today. We'll still be live for a bit, but I appreciate these talks, guys. This has been fun. Some are also on a postcode code in UK. Should I work out again today? I did a short workout, like a half an hour this morning for chest. Should I go do a leg workout later? Take some pre-workout and just destroy my legs? Then do some cardio while I listen to a podcast and bid on lib cards? Don't skip leg day? Dude, leg day every day, baby. Not necessarily, Cameron. You don't think silver common goalkeeper works anymore? Maybe not for 500, but 500's always been lazy listing. It's not been the actual buy now of people. But let's take a look. How do you bid on cards while doing cardio? Slow pace cardio. So I'll typically do. I used to do a lot of running, but I don't do any of that anymore. With weightlifting, I don't want to like hurt muscle gain, so I will just do slow paced walks and like an incline. So I'll just be like on my phone the whole time or watching like Netflix the whole time or YouTube videos the whole time. Okay, so essentially this is what I do. Silver common, goalkeeper. Check the market at 200. Every card sells for 200. 250. Every card sells within the hour for 250. You see a 72 there. 300. Most cards will sell for 300. Almost every 70 plus will, it looks like. Move it to 500 now. This is where it gets interesting. So this is where it's a yes or no. So you see these expiring for 450, not selling. You see these possibly expiring. But then you have a bunch of cards in between that might go for 500 by the end of the hour, might not. Depends on when you list it. So like there's a lot of 70 pluses where it might not have a 500 by now, but people will buy for 500 within the last couple minutes. That's why we keep relisting. However, if you check the current buy now and you want to flip a card, you don't have to list for 500. You can look at this, see it's a 500 buy now, see it's a 400 buy now, see it's a 350, bid 200 and sell it for 350 within 10 minutes. Bid 200 on this, sell it for 400 within a half an hour. Like you can do quick flips like that. Or honestly, whatever you want. But also too, if it's not working right now, hypothetically the market's lower, which means now would be the best time to pick up cards for 150 instead of 200. And most of the cards you pick up will have extreme value again on marquee matchups. So as long as you have at least some coins, now would be the time to club restock. So when Thursday comes around and most high-rated goalkeepers are going for like 800 plus coins like they were on Thursday, you will have almost every single one available for cheap. Ready to go. And you can profit then rather than just now. Cameron, you are such an interesting individual, bud. See ya. Yeah, this has been one of my favorite streams yet. Come and get your girl. She's just trying to flirt. Does 184 coins count as some coins? Yes. Do they count as many coins? No. But they count. Even the smallest things count, right? That's at least what Karen's girlfriend says. All right, back to defenders. Should I invest 50K and deliver $2? If you're fine holding it until it comes out, man. Any center backs you pick up, realistically, if you're picking them up for 150, you'll most likely 10x your coins. So if you do 50K into that, 10x it, what's that, 500,000 coins? Potentially off that investment? That's not bad. Cameron, I don't believe you, bro. We're going to have to see a Cameron reveal and a girlfriend reveal. Otherwise, I'm just not going to believe you have a relationship. The things I know about Cameron are he likes FIFA. He's majorly investing. He supposedly is just a wizard of the real-life stock market as well. Super wealthy. Has a girlfriend. And he doesn't support Sunderland. Like, those are the things I know about him. And he keeps asking me for pictures of my feet, so. Very interesting fella. Don't chat, I can show you if I want. Maybe one day. Kage has already showed us. Kage did not only a Kage reveal, on accident, he did a Kage reveal. He did a potential girlfriend reveal. I don't know if he's still talking to the girl, but he said he had a date, and he put it in the Discord. Then he deleted it like a second after. Feet OnlyFans incoming. We'll start a Feet OnlyFans when we get to 10 YouTube memberships. All right. We are currently 7 away from that. All happens to be BS about Cam. Cam ends up being the real Ferris. Imagine. What age is Kage? I think he's 20. 20, 21. He's in uni right now. So he's super busy. Like, he tries to make the streams, but like most days he just has so much going on. Which, by the way, life comes first, dudes. If any of you are moderators or trying to become moderator, don't worry about how often you're in the streams. I don't really care from that. It's what you do when you're here helping out that I appreciate it. But, like, that stuff comes first. Get your work done, study, take your girlfriends out, hang with family, do all that stuff. FIFA and my channel come low down that list. Not super wealthy. I'm doing well, and I hit it big on crypto like you. Cam's like 2. I'm telling you, Cam is Ferris. Cam is secretly Ferris, and he's going to reveal it. We're down to 1.7 mil, dudes. Let's go. We're making progress. I'll try to be under 1.5 by tomorrow. Or by the end of tomorrow, I should say. Who's Ferris? If you guys are newer to the community or haven't been here a year ago, we had a guy in the channel named Ferris who wanted to become moderator. We finally made him moderator, but the way he finessed becoming moderator, we didn't realize at the time. He would make fake accounts that would come into the stream and like talk crap and like honestly be super annoying. And he would like time them out, or he would be like, hey, don't do that. You're breaking this stream rule. Essentially trying to like hype himself up. So then we saw him as being super helpful, so we made a mod. And then people are saying, hey, bro, stuff he's saying is not adding up. He said he had a buddy who was on a professional team and had his own FIFA card. And he was telling me, he sent me an email on how I could make my own FIFA card in FIFA and how he had contact with a guy who could do so. And so like he would send me these emails. And it was just one of those things where you could tell it was not only fake, it wasn't really well thought of or set up. You could kind of tell he was going with the flow. Ferris was a year ago, yes. I don't know how close to a year ago. It happened during FIFA 21. Probably a couple months in, but it was a thing throughout the year. Like then we'd ban his account. He'd come back like a week later with a different account, or like a different person would be super chill in chat. And he'd be like, oh, by the way, I'm Ferris. And he'd be like, oh, come on. We'd ban him, be like, dude, just stop making accounts. And then it hit a point where he just became like a meme on the channel. And now it's one of those things where so much time's passed, we're like, hey, we kind of miss Ferris. If he wants to come back, he's completely fine to do so. Yeah, he literally IQ'd us, and then we IQ'd him. It was quite literally brilliant how it went down. I'm betting 200 on 70 plus silver commons and flipping them for 350. Nice. Silver center backs work well too, or top nations. All those things you can do as well if you're looking for flips. Dude, I'm looking at Flipit right now. I want to prove something. Okay? I'm going to look up FIFA 22 players. I have a feeling that like 90% of the 74 rated cards in FIFA that are common silvers are goalkeepers. I want to see if I'm right or not. All right. Silver, non-rare. $74 is $74. Where are you from? I'm from the United States. Look at this. We're going to go price too. There's a CDM, a striker, a left back. Otherwise, it's all goalkeepers. So, in terms of why 74s are such a good investment for goalkeepers, think about it from a standpoint of rating needed on an SBC. If people are going to try to use silvers in a solution instead of gold cards for, like, let's say, marquee matchups where you need a 70 rated team or a 72 rated team, they might think in their head, oh, I'm going to look at a solution that uses silvers because they're cheaper than golds, not knowing that golds are more supplied than silvers. And they might see a 74 card that they might pick up for 2K coins on marquee matchups, but they could have literally gotten a common gold for like 500. So that's what makes these so good. But even if it matches like the 500 buy now price of common golds, if you're bidding 150 to 200 coins and flipping for 500 plus, that's the whole point of our method with the lazy listing for 500. But then a lot of these, you're seeing the prices of them now. Imagine what they're at, like, on marquee matchups day compared to now. Like, let's go to one, for example. That's Eredivisie, so it doesn't count. Let's use an MLS one. because this is probably the best example of not having a good league or a good nationality to link. Look at his price. 550, 700, 450, 700, 900, 500, almost 2,000. Like, they're constantly going up and down. So when they're low, you pick them up. You sell them either lazy list or you sell them higher. I got IQ tested. My IQ is 159. I'm 14. What's yours? Where do I go to test IQ? That's actually something I've wanted to do. But like anytime I type in like IQ tests, it's always like a paid for thing. Is there any like free ones out there that are well known? Isn't 159 like genius IQ? Like wasn't Einstein 165? I think Einstein's teacher told him that he was going to be a failure. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably. I mean, most successful people are told in one aspect of their life or other that they're going to fail. Yeah, I'm top of my class. You have to have special teachers who I'm still smarter than. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. If someone knows a website where I can take a test for my IQ for free, feel free to send it. I don't know what my IQ would be, but I'm curious to see if concussions affect someone's IQ. Because I've had quite a few concussions since I was younger. And the thing with concussions that suck is, like, I don't feel as smart as I could be. I still feel like I'm learning throughout life, but, like, something happened in high school where I just felt different after concussions. Hey, Sunderland player. Look at that value on the Sunderland player. Let's go, baby. I don't like being smart because everywhere I go, I see dummies like Mumbo. Facts. Facts. If you search IQ tester, it should come up with the free one. Is it the first one that pops up? What's the website? I see a IQ Test USA. How high is your IQ? Brainable.com. IQ Test Academy. Test IQ. The Brainable one. You have 20 minutes to answer 20 questions. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to take this right now or in a little bit. We've been live for like, what, 3 hours? I'm going to do some bidding off the stream. Thank you guys for chilling. Feel free to smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll be back tomorrow after new content. I'm going to wait to make a video. I don't know if we're going to have a repeatable SBC or not, or if we're going to get anything good tomorrow. But I will probably wait till after new content to see what comes out. If nothing comes out, I'll make like a trading tip or sniping video. If something does come out, I'll make like a repeatable SBC video. But other than that, we'll stream then after that video comes out too. So we'll be live later in the afternoon, my time, around the time we would normally start streaming. All right, see you, Josh. See you guys. I gotta go. Adios.